Hello, how are you? I seen the Ford pickup. I was like, oh, what's JP pulling over here for? Yeah, you're fine. Just don't park back there in the back. Yeah. Someone pulled up in a dark blue Ford F-150 and another guru. I was like, but it's a protester. All right, so how many people we got in here? 19. Let's get some more people in here, and then I'm gonna show you what type of control this church has over the city of Myrtle Beach. So make sure everybody's sharing the live, because they are putting people's lives in danger for this church. The city of Myrtle Beach is putting people's lives in danger for this church. Get some more people in here. I'm gonna show everybody how the city of Myrtle Beach is putting people's lives in danger for the church. So you can see what type of agenda is going on, what kind of power the church has over the city. All right, so how many people we got in here? We got 200. All right, so here we go. Hold on, let me put this down real quick. Protesters are all right over there, but I'm going to show you what type of what kind of power the city has over, or the church has over the city. And in case anybody's wondering, this is MyrtleBeachMedia. We are covering the protest out here at Solid Rock, but I want y'all to see this. So y'all know about the fencing, right? Well, here's what the fencing, they brought it all the way up to the edge of the road, and they have literally blocked off public access to the sidewalk. So here's a person coming out, and he cannot walk on the sidewalk. What's that sign say, sir? He says the sign says sidewalk closed. So the city has blocked off access to walk on the sidewalk for the church. Now this is public sidewalk, not church sidewalk. So the city has shut it off. So any handicapped people that need to access this sidewalk cannot do it. Anybody jogging cannot jog down through there in their own neighborhood. So this is what kind of corruption is going on in the city of Myrtle Beach. Now there's a bunch of people in the city that are really good people, but this right here, this is uncalled for. Let's see what this sign says. Yeah, they have access to their driveway, but you do not have access to the sidewalk. Public access, here, I'll show you. Right here. Myrtle Beach Police attention. Sidewalk closed, no public access. So this is what type of control Solid Rock Church has over the city of Myrtle Beach. They have closed off public access to a public sidewalk so they can hold church service. So if you're handicapped and you see all these sidewalks that are handicap accessible, if you're handicapped, you cannot use the sidewalk. You cannot use the sidewalk. You cannot use the, look at this. People jogging are not allowed to jog on the sidewalk and be safe. I watched a woman jog by a while ago. She had to go into the road and jog and put her life in danger because of the control this church has to the road, go into the road and jog and put her life in danger because of the control this church has over the city. And we have a lot of protesters out here. A lot of protesters out here. We have a lot of protesters. All right, so JP just brought the speaker up. Right there, that orange thing, that's a speaker. JP just brought it up to the edge of the road. I think that was JP anyways. It looked like him. I'm too far away to tell. But this is what type of power, and I want y'all to blast this everywhere. This is absolutely ludicrous that the church has so much power over the city that they block city. This is absolutely ludicrous that the church has so much power over the city that they block city access, public access to city sidewalks, not the church's sidewalks. These sidewalks don't belong to the church. They have blocked public access to city sidewalks. And this is illegal. And they're only doing it for this church. It's only around this church. I'm gonna go around the other side and show you from the other side. This is totally ludicrous. Whoops. Sorry, I had to pick up my water and stuff. But the news media needs to know about this. This is crazy. All the area news stations need to know. So all right, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay. All right, I'm back. But the city has blocked access to the sidewalks. You're not allowed to walk on city sidewalks. Babe, I just sent you the non-emergency number for the police station. You can post it and pin it. That is the non-emergency number for the city. So the recording for the non-emergency number, I'm being told, is there's a recording on there that says that the police are already present here. So you all blast this to the news stations, all the local TV stations, all the local newspapers. This is crazy. If you're a jogger or if you're handicapped, look, there's two people standing down here staring at the sign. They live here. Two people live here and they can't walk past the fencing. One has a cane, so she can't walk past it all. She literally has a cane. So hold on, let me go over here. So she has a cane and she has no access to the sidewalk. She is literally having to walk in the road to get around this fencing. See, look, she is walking in the road. Ma'am, you don't mind if I put you on there having to walk around the fencing in the road to get over here? All right. All right, so they're having to walk around in the road. As you can see, they're having to walk around in the road because the city has blocked off public access to the road, which is kind of crazy. So they cannot walk on the sidewalks here because, and I mean, look, she has a cane. She has a cane. She has no, now she's having to cross the street because she cannot walk around the church because the city of Myrtle Beach has blocked off access to the church. They have blocked up the sidewalk access to the church. So now they're headed over to one of the ladies that are standing across the street yelling. Let's see if what they're going to say to her.
I wrote to see, like to know, and I got a letter back that essentially says we don't really care.
Yeah, so the city of Myrtle Beach is, this is what type of power the city has over, or the church has over the city, to where they're able to block access to public roads, or public sidewalks. All right, so. So we're going to walk over and see what's being said. So this lady, she just had to walk out in the road right here to get around the fencing just to go into the church, and that's a member of the church.
That we have split hairs here. They're put in place above my pay grade. Alright? So the person that you are talking to me about, my lieutenant's here. He is the on-duty supervisor right now. That you can address those concerns with. He can give you the information he needs to give you, and then from there he can tell you where you need to go forward from there. And as of right now, our instructions from my supervisors, that was put up, the sidewalk was blocked off.
Is there a way you can give me those supervisors' names, or you want me to get them from him?
I mean, yeah, I'll give you his name. I mean, his name.
Not him, someone above him.
I'll allow him to do his job.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your kindness, by the way, too. You know what? You've always been very kind in there.
No problem.
I appreciate that.
I just want you to have the opportunity to go to my meeting. My supervisor can tell you who.
That lady just walked down the sidewalk and had to go around in the street just to get to the
I
church.
appreciate your kindness. I really do.
Let me come over. Hey,
He already knows who all the bosses are.
Okay, I'm asking him why they did that. He said it was because of an incident last week.
It's an interest of public safety for everyone.
But isn't it public law that you can't first of all trespass on public property or stop anybody from protesting on public property?
And you cannot block access to wheelchairs
In
and
the interest of public safety, the police
No,
department
that-
can do what
That's not
But-
public safety.
It was.
Is that all-
It was
There's
two people.
access
Is that a law?
across the street over there.
No.
so the incident that happened did not happen on the sidewalk, it was in the road.
It was in the
I
street.
wasn't here last week. I don't even
It was
I
right-
have it on
it's
I have
on
it on
video.
film, everybody has it on video. It was in the street, not on
it
the
was in the
sidewalk.
street.
Okay,
Find
now
out why
you
you
know
gave the
what
order to
the
do it.
law is
That's
that
what I wanna know. I wanna
allows you
name.
to block a public soft. Now, do you know who the ACLU is? That you cannot block a public sidewalk because that is the primary location for a protest. If it was up against the building, yes. But this is a
And there's 10 feet in from a right of way as well, so you can go on that property if you want to. So
ACLU
we're going to get an attorney.
you can protest.
That's what's going to happen.
On easement.
If you have a complaint about the way this is set up and it being here, Monday morning would be at the police department. That's where I would go.
What's your badge number?
Mine is 140. My name is Lieutenant John Full.
Thank you very much.
Get all there, it's too.
What's your badge number?
My badge number is 280. It's Officer Romanowskis, PAC.
And you?
317, man.
And your name?
Officer Chambers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
I understand you're doing what you're told, but my husband watches those police public videos all day long.
Yeah, it's just.
So the city, because of the incident that happened out in the road, out here in the road, not on the sidewalk, but in the road, because the incident happened there, they have blocked off public access to the street, to handicapped people, to just people jogging, just people walking up the road. I showed a minute ago a lady walking up. She had to come out into the road, put her life in danger just to go into the church.
Probably any property.
They have a right to put anything they want up there and make as much noise as they want.
Yeah, now this list is growing long for the officers that aren't doing their job.
Justice!
My husband is a cop and they all know this is wrong.
But if he doesn't talk to me, I'm going to down to the police station to speak to him about
Sir, you gotta help us.
I'm saying, if you feel it's taking longer than whatever, I will.
I don't hate on him. I don't hate on him. I've got patience. We've had patience. We've been here since April. We've got patience.
So the city has blocked off access to the sidewalk here at the church for this protest.
Which is what happens every weekend.
So you can see if you're handicapped, you have no access to the sidewalks here in Myrtle Beach. If you're jogging, you have no access. If you're walking, and you live in this neighborhood, you have no access at all to these sidewalks at all. The lady entered the church, literally had to come out in the road, walk in the road, put her life in danger just to get into the church. This is the type of stuff that's going on between them. So if you're in a wheelchair and you come down this street, you have to turn around and go all the way up there to an access to get across the street to come back down. This is what type of control.
He gave away his child so that
Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah!
Look at that card. Wake up every morning, enjoy. Go to bed every night, enjoy.
All right, and so they complain about, the police say, so the city of Myrtle Beach and the police department say that these people cannot use bullhorns because it disturbs the people in the houses, all right? So they say you cannot use bullhorns at all. But the church is allowed to have this speaker right here blasting across the street. And he is literally yelling in that. He is screaming into the microphone that's sitting outside, blasting towards the road. It's not for the cheap people of the church. It's for the protesters. I'm going to show you how many protesters we have out here. So let me go over here where the city of Myrtle Beach is. It's an ADA issue too. American Disabilities. Yeah.
For handicap.
Yes. so the handicapped don't have access to the sidewalks. The lady with the
I'm going to go file an internal affairs complaint against Amy Proctor. First of all, she's number one. She's got to go.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
I've actually showed a lady walking up the sidewalk on the other side of the church that had a cane, and she was forced to walk in the road and put her
video?
Yes, forced to walk in the road to get around this, put her life in danger because of it. So
Before J.P. Miller.
Yeah, it's an ADA issue, and the city of Myrtle Beach is not going to be able to handle that kind of lawsuit.
Well, I'm going to file a lawsuit too, with all these signatures.
Yeah, if someone comes up here in a wheelchair for the city, it's going to be the worst possible thing. If they don't have
as long as JP's feeding them money.
Yeah, it'll be the worst possible thing for the city if someone in a wheelchair came up through here and tried to get access to that sidewalk. It will be a horrible thing for the city of Myrtle Beach. So these are some of the protesters out here.
Justice for Michael! My wife, she's justice for Michael! I'm going to bring them the bacon, and she's going to tell me what God wants her to do. Well, my husband, he's always very strong. He's taking care of the household. So I just take care of the kids, but he tells us what God wants us to do. No. God needs to be the number one.
So we got News 13 out here filming. I filmed a lady that had to, with a cane, that had to walk out in the road over there and put her life in danger to walk around because they block access to the road for her. I haven't told her. This is an ADA issue.
Yeah, we're going to file a complaint.
Here's an important point. I determine the depth of my relationship with God. Not my pastor, not my spouse, not my parents. They were saying this. They were saying, let's let the pastor meet with God all week long, and then we're going to come to church and hear what God has to say to us. That's fun.
Oh, his voice is annoying.
They said, if we do, we will die. Your flesh always dies in the presence of God. There are people who don't want to hear a sermon because they're scared it's going to hurt their flesh.
So Randall is leaving. Over there is John Paul. So this is the kind of control the church has over the city of Myrtle Beach. So Randall's leaving.
I'm sorry.
It's just now 10 a.m. when the service is supposed to start. And Randall's already leaving, and so is the owner.
Show me the money, Randall! Justice for Micah! Walk away!
So they're going the same direction. Randall normally doesn't go that way. He goes this way towards his church. So I'm not sure where he's headed to. Yeah, we got 1,800 people in here watching, and this is a ADA issue. This is they have blocked public access to the sidewalks, which is crazy. I filmed a lady earlier with a cane that was having to walk in the road to get around this and put her life in danger because of these sidewalks being blocked like this right here. You're not allowed to walk on the sidewalks in front of the church, anywhere around the church at all. Nowhere around it. So.
I'm not going to do the prepositional phrases and conjunctions, but here's what it really means. You shall have no other gods, period. That's actually what it means. Now, the word before, that word is about 2,000
So we got News 13 out here. They're filming, covering this.
Same word translation. I'm going to show them to you up here.
So they're out here covering it.
Beside me or in front of me or behind me. You shall have no other gods because of me. You shall have no other gods in my face. You shall have no other gods on the side of me.
Y'all hear how loud that is? You all hear how loud that is? Now, these people in this building here, we have one person that, he comes out and says something to the police all the time about his child not being able to sleep because of how loud the protesters are. So he comes out and complains about that. But right now, with this speaker playing as loud as it is, he has not come outside and said anything about his child not being able to sleep at all. And that is louder than any of these protesters out here that have ever come. It's ludicrous the way they do stuff here. Yeah, the speaker's on the church property, and they're using a Bluetooth speaker to...
Would not think this. I need to start worshiping what they're worshiping. I need to start doing what I need to start worshiping the stars.
It's crazy. Yeah, he's literally screaming into the microphone.
They're well off. Good things are happening to them. There were 29
Justice for Micah!
Put them in alphabetical order for you, just so you could see them.
Justice for Micah!
Another one's name is ISIS.
Justice for Micah!
Nut.
Justice for Micah!
So look at this, y'all. They have blocked sidewalk access. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, Steph. They have blocked public access to the sidewalks. Look at this. This is crazy. If you're handicapped, if you're in a wheelchair, you're walking with a cane, you're elderly, if you're jogging, if you're walking, you do not have access to a public sidewalk at all.
Alcohol is a very present help in time of trouble. My Android is my refuge and strength. Starbucks is a very present help in times of trouble. Marijuana is my refuge and strength. Cigarettes and chocolate and caffeine. I am stepping all over your toes like this. The pornography, sports, self-promotion.
How is it legal? I don't know. The police department says they're just following instructions, that there's nobody that they can contact today. They have to wait until tomorrow to contact them about the situation. But hopefully, with the news out here covering it, with the news out here covering it, and people notifying the ADA and what is it, the ACLU. Hopefully the protesters can get something done about it. He does not blast us every Sunday. He just started doing it, or the church just started doing it. I don't know who in the church brought it out. I wasn't here when they brought it out. I know they were out here yesterday setting it up, testing it. I'll post that on the YouTube video.
And we're sharing the beach towel. And we're just sitting there together, out there looking at the way.
So I'll post the video or the picture of that from yesterday. You leaving?
Thank you. Filing report.
All right, so we got one protester headed to the police station to file a report. Did you know the non-emergency number, what it's saying? So if you call the non-emergency number right now, it's saying, it's a recording. It says that they already have police out here at this. The non-emergency number has a recording set up.
Well, my letter says to call them.
What about what
they already have.
need that my wife is supposed to meet in my life? Would that create distance? Yes, God is saying when you put on
The decibel level in Horry County is 65.
and people say, well, I just don't feel close to God. God has not moved. He's not, and I'm not talking about some sin, but don't feel guilty and condemned because God, Jesus paid the price for that. Guilt is the devil, you know, you feel convicted and repent. Don't think, oh,
She done pulled out the cowbell. She done pulled out the cowbell, y'all. Hey, look up federal law about blocking public access to sidewalks. Federal law supersedes everything. It supersedes city blocking sidewalks. So I'll let them know about the federal law superseding everything.
He used the catchphrase in the mind of public safety.
Yeah, but
there's guise of public safety.
Yeah, but they're referring to an incident that happened in the street last week, not on the sidewalk last week.
Yeah.
So why are they not blocking off the street? Because that's where the incident happened at. It's crazy.
I got a question.
What's that? Oh, off of here? All right, step back over here. I'll be right back, you all. Yeah, it's called,
you can give money to church,
plastic.
and you can give money to missions, and you can give money
They sell it for you.
God
They sell it actually just in the
pay all your bills, let the government take the taxes out, and then the $100 left over, you can bring it around. That's why you have God is always first. Always first. It's a theological term called the preeminence of God. This is
All right, I'm back, you all. So I need people that are in the chat. I don't need. The protesters need. The city of Myrtle Beach needs to be called. The ADA needs to be called about the sidewalk, y'all. The sidewalk's being blocked. There is no access at all. No access at all. So, and then they're blasting that.
He's always going to get a hole-in-one. He's the best.
They don't have a permit to play music that, or play anything that loud. They would have to have a permit filed. Let me ask Melissa if she knows if they filed a permit.
Go to the city of Zarephath. There's a widow woman.
Oh, she's over here talking to the news station.
That you need. So they go to Elijah goes to Zarephath, knocks on the door, comes in, says, God said, provide for me. And he said in 1 Kings 17:12, she said, all I have is a handful of flour in a bowl, oil in a jar. I'm going to make it for me and my son, and we're going to die. We're going to die. You're so funny. Don't God says financial. I have this thought. I'm going to get ahead one day, and then I'm going to put it on. You're not getting ahead now. And you've never gotten ahead without putting God first. So why keep trying? Because sooner or later, you're going to die. Is your life now, I don't know if you're
Every emotion you can think of.
And there was always enough flour. The oil never went empty, just as the Lord promised through Elijah. Did God send Elijah to the widow?
I know there was
For
the
him?
sprinkler incident, and then the first and then not Americans. So there's, I feel like there's been a progression of things. How does that affect you guys, or how does that affect you?
Well, I feel like last week, you know, yes, things got a little out of hand, I guess you could say. I mean, there's, in my opinion, both parties had faults to some
Called
degree.
and someone answered.
But
Okay.
I don't think this is fair. I feel like, you know, it things all the time, and then
But the
we feel like
empowerment
we
to
get
prosper
punished.
through what Jesus
Sprinkler
Christ
incident happened, nobody spoke to anybody, nothing.
If you want to grow in the
Sprayed
anointing,
us. And not to mention the fact that I talked to the police about it multiple times
if
that
you
day.
want
And they
Jesus
said there was
Christ
nothing
to
they could do
empower
with
you
their
to
sprinklers
success
on
in
their
your
property.
marriage,
And then
put
we
God
wound up getting sprayed in the face.
if you want Jesus
So,
Christ to
if they
empower
done
you at
something
school,
about the
I don't
position
care if
of
your mom and
maybe
dad
that
is
wouldn't
not
have
putting God first. You can put
And they
God
brought
first.
barricades out when that
I don't
happened.
care if
And
your spouse doesn't put God first. I don't care if you
what was the point?
None of that matters. The point is, you putting God first.
So last week, when everything left, we got very close to a protester.
Baby, you must put 9-emergency number. Myrtle Beach Police Dispatch 9-emergency number, or they're gonna hit us. We're posting a phone number. Just take it down. Let me.
And then he came back later because somebody made a report about something, and he came back later. You know, Jay went to approach him in the road. JP pushed him, I believe twice. I only saw one.
Hey, Melissa, does anybody know if he has a permit for the speaker being loud like that? It's required by the city. Like the businesses on the boulevard are allowed to do it because they have a permit for it.
The officer said it's not interrupting him. What he told you.
It's not interrupting who? Thank you.
You don't ever talk to me on Facebook.
I guess the noise
Sorry.
I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Give that to my girl.
I will.
She the boss.
Oh, I know. Thank you.
No, you, Courtney.
She's in the chat. Here, you want to say it to her?
I love you, Courtney.
So, she gave you a duck, baby? She gave you a duck. She gave you a pin. And she gave you a bracelet. The city of Myrtle Beach, the police department says that the speaker's not bothering the people of the church. So that's what I'm being told.
And then when she took a step away and listened.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Tired.
Sure. I saw y'all were out last night.
Yes, down at the bike. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of people mad on my #1 page for what I posted. So I did a video 2 years ago where there was a truck meet down there, squatted trucks, and the police were just directing traffic out there. And I said, the police are here.
I seen that one. I seen that one.
So I did one for the bikers last night. The police are here. They got all the bikers around
We didn't even ride this time because they were paving down there.
Oh yeah.
And it was just a mess.
He just drove by. I didn't see it. But yeah. So hopefully he has a permit for the speaker. So with him playing the speaker like that, does that give you all the right to use bullhorns?
Yes.
It does.
We asked the cops, and we told the cops we were going to be using them.
And they said okay?
They didn't say okay. They didn't say not. They
haven't said anything to us about it, and they've used it.
Okay. So you can see the amount of protesters we have out here this week. It's a higher number than normal. We have some over here, but they're not allowed on the other side of the street. But they said they blocked off these sidewalks. They have blocked off these sidewalks for public safety, for the because of the incident that happened last week, that happened out in the road. So the incident happened. I'll show you. So JP's property line ends right here, or the church's property line ends right here. The incident happened right here in the middle of the road. This is where the incident happened. So they have blocked off access to the sidewalk because of the incident and public safety that happened in the road. I'm not sure if they should have blocked off the sidewalk because that's where the incident happened or not. So, but if you're in a wheelchair, if you're handicapped, if you're walking, all right, so we got a walker right here. Got a young lady walking right now, and the sidewalk is blocked. She cannot walk past, and she's having to walk in the road. Look at this. She has to put her life in danger. She has to put her life in danger just to get up the street. Here comes a golf cart. She's having to walk in the street because of this. There's a car passing her. Here comes another car passing her. This is all the people that are having to pass her. She's having to put her life. She's having to put her life in danger. She's having to put her life in danger to walk up the street. The officer's right there, and he could have stopped the traffic, but he didn't. You can see where she's having to walk in the street. And now she's speaking to the officer about it.
Counter protesters. Police must treat protesters and counter protesters equally. police are permitted to keep Anna groups separated, but should be allowed to be within sight and sound of one another. And the big one is, I've also got the city.
So she had to put her life in danger. He's having to put his life in danger to walk out in the road around this fencing. So because of what happened with out in the street last week, these people that are walking around have to put their life in danger. They have to put their life in danger just to walk down the street. And this is crazy. They literally have to walk in the road. Yeah, but he's on the wrong side telling them. He should be down there telling them.
Yeah, he's telling them they can't walk.
Yeah. Are you telling them they can't walk in the street?
No, sir. I was asking if you wouldn't mind right now, since the sidewalk is closed, if they would mind coming to this side of the street and walking along the sidewalk, which they were okay with.
All right, I was just asking because they're putting their life in danger to walk out in the street to walk by. Yeah. You might want to station someone down there to have them cross the street. Yeah, he asked if they didn't mind for them to walk on the other side of the street, not walk on this side of the street, not the other side of the street, because they have the sidewalk blocked off. It's a little late to tell them or to ask them to do it after they've already come down to the other side, or or all the way down the sidewalk. So, hello, how are you doing? She had to go pick up a family member from the airport. Huh? Why?
Look, he did the eyebrow.
That's because so they've got signs out everywhere. We have the news out here. News 13's out here. Where's Jay? I have not seen Jay today. So we have a crowd back here.
Guru.
Hello, how are you?
Guru.
Hello.
Myrtle Beach.
Oh, Courtney had to go pick up a family member from the church. That's what I was telling her. Sorry. I mean, not church, airport. So the officer, the people that had to walk out in the street.
It sounds like you've seen me try.
At some point, they're going to have to open it back up to pedestrian traffic before they leave.
No, the city will send somebody out to move it and it won't be right then.
Oh, you don't think it'll be the police? They'll leave it shut down?
Yeah, they have a crew that comes out and does it.
Check out that thing, man.
Well, it still brings me back to my question: is why does the church have
magician
access
or
to
what?
it?
It's his stool. Does it feel good?
Yeah. It beats a hard
The church
ground.
can still use it.
Huh?
The church doesn't have their access blocked.
No, the church access to the sidewalk is not blocked.
Yes.
Are you leaving?
Today it's only
I'm
church
just gonna walk
access.
around with this sign.
What?
Today it's only church access.
Well, you're subjecting people on the street. They can walk on the street.
I walked past him. Where? Oh, there he is. Yes, Jay is here. Jay is here.
He just got here. He's running late.
Yeah. But Jay always runs late. He runs on Myrtle Beach Standard Time, which is always late. You ever notice that? You ever people running late in Myrtle Beach? Thank you all for the gifts. Chelsea, I'm not letting anybody up. Nothing against you. I'm just not letting anybody up in this live because of the stuff that's going on. So this guy's on a bicycle. These people are on bicycles riding down the sidewalk side. So they had to. So now he had to stop real quick to keep from being hit by the car.
Super safe.
So they're having, they had to, so the cops are saying something to them now. He's motioning them over. So they're in trouble for going past the barricades on their bicycles.
Hey, write him a ticket. Let's see how this goes over.
So they were riding their bicycles on the sidewalk. Yeah. People who live here were riding their bicycles on public access sidewalks that the city has blocked. And they're having to say something to them about it. Huh? Because they rode their bicycles behind the fence and up and then out in the road. They were on the other side of the fence. They rode down on the sidewalk on that side, which they're not supposed to because there's fencing up and the sign posted saying they can't do it.
But they were letting people walk. They haven't said anything to anybody.
He said something to the two people that walked it over. I asked him about it. I asked him what he said. He said he asked them to walk on the other side so they don't have to walk on the road.
It's not illegal to walk on the road.
But it's dangerous.
It is dangerous, which is why the barricades are not helping anything.
Yeah.
It's not illegal. You're just supposed to walk against traffic.
Only person that matters here is Jake.
Yeah, but I like it that they're harassing the residents.
Yeah, I don't think the residents are happy. He's literally moving his arms around the residents when he's talking to them.
They weren't happy when they walked through earlier to start with.
Yeah, and having to walk on the road.
Shooting their guys in public safety in the foot.
Yeah. Yes. And the ADA, oh, they're gonna have a field day with it.
Oh, I asked him about that. He said the people in wheelchairs can go back to the last intersection across the street.
Yeah, you have to go all the way down there where there's no crosswalk. There is absolutely no crosswalk right there. They have to go all the way back. Uh-oh. The bikers, there'd have been no way I could have got down there in time to interview them.
According to him, that's splitting hairs.
Yeah. Yeah, splitting hairs. Old Triumph, that's nice. That's nice.
Too small for me to ride, but.
The police said the reason the fencing is up is because of an incident that happened last week out in the road. Not on the city sidewalks, not on church property, but the incident happened in the road, not in front of the church, but in front of the apartments next to the church.
Good to see you.
So,
good morning, Guru.
Good morning. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
So, you know the incident that happened with you and
with me?
Yeah, you and Spidey last week.
What do you mean, me? Yeah.
So it happened in front of the apartments, is where the police officer was parked. He wasn't parked in front of the church.
That's right. He was parked about right here.
The front of his vehicle was lined up with that tree over there, the front end. So that puts him in front of the apartments, not in front of the church.
Yeah.
So they're saying they put this fencing up
right
because of the incident that happened last week.
Really?
But the incident happened in the road, not on the sidewalk, not in front of the church, in front of the apartments.
Right.
So why don't they have the road blocked off and access to where those apartments are blocked off?
Because that's we need
that's
to
where
ask
it
them
happened
on Monday morning.
I don't understand it.
Well, I told the police officer that that I'm going to go here and move those back a little bit. I'm going to move them to the other side because that's what we should do. We should take those barriers and move them to the other side so that the pedestrians can walk up and down the street.
And what did he say?
He said, Jay, please don't do that. And I said, well, I mean, I'm just kidding. But I did tell him that.
Yeah, don't do that. You will make national news.
Right, but that's what I'm going to petition for this week, is that they move those barricades on the other side. You know, the city has every right to put them on this side. They do. But they also have every right to put them on the other side.
But they don't have.
They don't have any right to block us off. That's right.
Yeah, they don't have any right to block off the wheelchair access for people walking in wheelchairs
dogs and strollers, baby strollers. I've seen that so many times.
We've had several people walk out in the middle of the road and put their lives in danger.
If the public can do it, I can do it. I can walk down there, across the street, just like anybody else. I can walk down that side in front of that thing. If something happens to me and I get hit, well, it's on the city because I can't walk down the front like I'm supposed to. I told you, I'm here. I'm not part of the protesters. I support the protesters. I'm a protester in myself. I have every right to walk down that street just like anybody else is here. I mean, I support the protesters 100%. I am protesting myself for my own reasons, although I support every protesters out here and their right to protest for whatever their reason is.
Yes.
We don't always have to agree on why we're out here, but we all need to agree. We agree together that we support each other and not side with JP when it comes to certain issues. I mean, that's all I got to say. It's not helpful.
It's definitely not helpful at all.
To say that
were you right here when they were blasting that speaker right there?
Well, to say that I invaded his space, well, listen to this. What do you know? Every time that he's had an issue for the last 5 months, what does he do? He calls the police inside of his parking lot, and he talks to them over there so we can't hear it. I thought he was going to stop at his border like he always does. He came to our side. He came to our side, and if you notice in the video, I'm in front of him.
Yeah.
I'm a step or two in front of him. If anybody invaded anybody's space, he cut me off. He shoved me so that I wouldn't get to the cop first.
They're saying they're filing complaints with the ADA.
Good morning, Mr. Officers. I've only said hey to one of you this morning. I know you did, but nobody else has. Okay, I got you.
I'd be curious to see if they have to ban every entrance to block it. Because let's just say, hypothetically, we're in Myrtle Beach and not everybody can read.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I'm going to go over there and read what the sign says.
It says public...
Don't tell me.
Hey, whoa. We need... Hey, Jay, do you know someone that speaks Spanish?
Yeah, my wife. I mean, my friends.
Have her come up there and walk past her and say, "Oh, I don't speak English. I didn't know what read English."
You gotta read all of them. They might say something different.
So the officer has called this lady over from across the street right here to tell her that she cannot walk on the other side of the sidewalk, that they prefer that she walks on this side of the street.
Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah!
They definitely don't have it in Spanish. What's up, man? How you doing? You staying out of trouble? That makes two of us. So we do have News 13 out here filming, gathering information. I don't know if the church has called her, because some of the questioning that she's asked kind of leads towards, you know, what's not happening on this side, just not on this side of the road. Sorry, I was listening to what was being said. She asked if she could go over on Howard Avenue and pick it across the street. And the officer told him no, couldn't do it over there because that's residential housing. So you can see Jay is walking around the church over there, and he is having to walk in the road to get up around the building, up around the sidewalk, because the city of Myrtle Beach has put up these barricades to block access. I'm gonna fix my camera, y'all. Pointing to the sky for a minute. Now back. Now we're back, you all. Sorry, I'm trying to level the phone off.
If you can do me a favor. Yes, sir. I understand that you want to record back.
Absolutely. I get it, but that was just 5 years.
Here's the problem. You're walking.
So is everybody walking down here. I've been witnessing all morning. All morning I've seen every job. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
So here's the problem.
And all
I'm requesting is no, you can record it. Bother me, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't care.
He's a very nice guy.
I am in public. You can record it.
Amen, brother.
Here's the problem. Just give me the commentary. Stand at it. If you're going to record it all day, you know what I mean? Stand on that side of the road and record it. You did what you needed to do.
Yes, sir.
We allowed you to walk the barricade.
You allowed me, I understand.
Please don't force us to do a portion of our job that we do not want to do, which is to take you to jail for reading.
Now, can I ask, if this young lady right here comes walking down, that she's walking, and she walks in this road, what happens to her? I mean, what's the difference in me and her?
If you'll notice, my partner, when we get down, probably missing a couple. Yeah, we probably have.
But it's okay.
Here's the thing. We're not perfect, just like anybody else. What we're trying to do is we're trying to address people as they come. If you'll notice, there's only 2 of us on the side. They can't do it. We're not picking sides. We're not going to be over here and be over there. Just as much as we're not going to be over here and be over here.
I totally
we are
agree.
here to ensure that your guys' right to protest is not infringed upon, and their right to religion is also not.
Absolutely.
Okay? So we will try to address people as they're walking out and ensure that they know that they have to walk directly across the road to utilize that sidewalk over there, because the statute says that you can walk directly in a straight line across the road.
And I want to let y'all both know.
Yeah.
That's my intention today.
Okay.
Is I am going to walk down the sidewalk.
That is
I'm
all
gonna
I
walk
ask.
straight across. I'm going to walk down that side, and then I'm going to walk across the street, and then I'm going to walk back up this way. Every time.
As long as you're on the sidewalk or in the crosswalk. Okay.
So how do I come down this side of the sidewalk? I have to cross.
Howard Avenue. Huh? Be on the other side of Howard Avenue. Okay, the north side of it, on that sidewalk.
Okay, so when I walk, I'm going to come down this way just like the lady's doing right here. She's going to walk across and walk down that way. And then she can walk back this way across that crosswalk. But you can't walk down this sidewalk because you have to walk down.
You can actually cut
on the
across
park.
at the crosswalk to this side.
Got it.
You have to cut the beam straight back
Okay.
to the north side.
That's
And we got another one. And then once you get down to where the field is past the church,
right. You can cross back over.
Across to this side of the sidewalk and walk towards my
I I totally get it because we have these barricades. And what I'm going to suggest this week is that just like they have every right to put these barricades on this side, they have every right to put these barricades on that side. And I think that if they would put them on that side, because we've never crossed that boundary. We've never, only one person I know that crossed that boundary, and that was JP last weekend when he crossed the boundary. Last week, he crossed the boundary to us. In the middle of a protest, he crosses the boundary, trying to intimidate us, and then using that incident to intimidate these people for you guys to put this barricade up to blame me for being in his space when he was in my space. Now look, that's my opinion.
Now, all of these, I won't call them complaints, I'll say these
like the
things
complaint
that you
last Wednesday when they came over and said there was a big crowd.
These things that you want addressed, these have to be taken up with somebody.
I get kind of carried away, you know me.
These things that you want addressed, these have to be addressed with people that are above you.
No, I get it. You're doing what you are told, and I get it.
And I don't want to hide behind that either. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and hide behind and say somebody else told me to do it. This is my job. This is his job.
What's your name, sir?
Officer Chambers.
Officer
Ron. My
Jay.
name is Ron.
Ron, I'm Jay.
Okay? Jay,
nice to meet you. And my name's Jay Bingham, okay? And I'm a real person. Yes, sir.
Just do me a favor. Just stay out of it.
I will.
Okay?
But I've got no choice. But I've got no choice.
I'm getting ready to bring my car because trucks are getting out as soon as I'll be doing traffic control.
Okay.
Right?
Now let me ask you this.
Yes.
I understand the law about we cannot cross this boundary. That's why we all stand here, because we do not go on that side in front of the residents. We can stand here. I have every right to stand in this spot because I know where my boundary is. My boundary is that tree, this pole right here, and this line right here. We've done it every week.
As of what Lieutenant passed on to the other...
I'm not with them. I support them, but I'm not with them. I'm my own person. That's why I'm talking to you. Just tell me to shut up. I get it, David.
As one of the other protesters asked that same question, and said, this little area right here,
Yes, sir. Well, that's it. That's our spot. For your
says you cannot be protesting in front of the residents.
I got you.
So that's why you cannot be in this area.
But this is not in front of the residents. And you know me, I'm going to mind my manners.
As right here, he has
David, I'm going to stand right here and not say a word. I will walk on that side, and then I will walk back to this side. I'm just telling you my purpose, my intent is I'm not threatening. I don't want to demean anybody. I'm not going to say a word to anybody, but I want to stand right here. I'm listening, sir.
Right now,
I know that neighbor, and I'm not going to make a noise because I know his daughter sleeps, and I know he doesn't like it all. I've tried to tell some of the protesters to be nice, and they won't listen. So I'm going to do my own thing.
Come up with different wording and tell you.
I will not stand. I promise you. I will not stand here.
Cannot be among the residents.
I'm going to walk across here, and then I'm going to walk over to there, and then I'm going to walk back over to here very slowly. I'm going to continually moving, and then I'm telling you what I'm doing.
That's fine. You can do that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Not just standing.
I'm not going to stand. I understand that. I get it. I totally get it.
Thank you very much.
David, I love you, man. You're great.
Jay,
Yes, sir.
Pleasant day.
Appreciate you for your service.
You're welcome,
I really do.
Jay.
And Mr. Ron, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. Of course.
I mean, Officer Kemp, you can call me Ron. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
God bless
Appreciate
you.
it. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. I love you.
Am I allowed
and
to?
I've always said that y'all always
Am I
explain.
allowed to set the camera right here and just film them over there?
That's a good question.
I'm not on the sidewalk. I'm not in front of there. I don't make any noise. I'm just filming. I'm media, just covering stuff.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So here's my worry. Here's my concern. Okay.
Yes.
My worry is that if you stand here and you do this, it's going to entice other people to come over here and stand here, right? And that we're trying to maintain peace. We're trying to make
everyone
sure.
over there
I get it.
knows
hold on.
I'm media.
So I get it. Do you have
He's not part of the protest.
Okay,
He's
so
media.
when you say media credentials,
Do you have anything like that?
I actually do from the.
Okay, and I don't want to get into that debate
Okay.
with you.
But there's the city doesn't issue stuff like that.
I'm trying to make a very specific thing here, okay? We're trying to make sure that nobody's rights are infringed on when it comes to what they're doing. We also want to make sure...
my rights are being infringed on as media.
How am I infringing on your rights?
Telling me that I can't
film.
film.
You couldn't record?
You're telling me I can't be right here?
I did not say
that.
All right. I did not say you couldn't. I'm simply saying if you come over and you stand right here,
it would entice them.
People are going to entice
and
them.
if they come over, I'll tell them that they can't.
Well, we can't tell them because I don't tell anybody what to do.
I'll tell them that they said that they're not allowed to be over here.
They can go talk to the
that I am media covering it. I just want to.
I can tell you that the police department doesn't want anybody on this side of the street. The other media is on that side as well.
So the police department or the city of Myrtle Beach. I mean,
would you like to speak to my lieutenant?
No.
No. Because you have questions on
No. See, the lieutenant. I've already spoke to that lieutenant. He does not give out. He doesn't give out the right information. That lieutenant does not give out the right information. I looked up everything you told me last time, and it wasn't there.
You're the reason why this is here.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's blaming us, but it ain't our fault.
I know.
So don't worry about it. Watch out. We got cars.
So we're going to go to the other side of the street.
Huh?
We're going to go to the other side of the street.
We're going to play by the rules. We're going to show them that we're going to win over evil with good. Wait, where there's car coming?
I'm just going to the center. Don't walk diagonally. Walk straight.
Oh, walk straight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to follow the rules up to the
Do not walk diagonally. Walk straight.
We walk straight across that street.
Which is in the statute. You can do that.
Man, I love that.
So I asked if I could set up over there in the grass because I'm media, not part of the protest. And he said he'd send the lieutenant over here to talk to me. But the lieutenant, as you know, gave us statutes before and said those statutes explain everything. But the statute he gave me just to explain a fine and nothing else. How are you? Oh, a beat.
I miss my mom.
So that lieutenant gave me a statute that only explained a fine, not what he was saying that it explains. So having him coming over and talk to me about it would not do any good at all. How are you doing?
What's up?
So I did ask if I could stand in the grass, and he said he couldn't stop me, but it would entice other people to come over there, and they don't want that because the protesters can't be over there. And I'm media, but
I mean, that's just a violation of federal everything. I mean, not even just city or state, it's federal. It's a public sidewalk.
Where's that pretty lady?
she had to go pick up a family member from the airport and then take them somewhere.
I'll be doing that in a week and a half.
Are you? She's in here though. She's pinning stuff. She's in the chat pinning stuff.
We miss you, Courtney. We come back today.
Yeah, 88 is federal law. They don't have the right to block sidewalk access to handicapped people.
Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah! I know I can't get it all out.
So Jay is talking to News 13 right now.
Oh no, he's interviewing them as...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. He said, how about I interview you guys while you interview me? That's not how...
Yeah, it works that way.
For him.
I would do it. Because some of the questions that she was asking you all, the way she was wording it, did not sound like she was out here trying to find out information about you all, or find out information against you all.
Yeah.
Wanting to know if it's causing a problem, you know.
It's true, that's true.
So I'm wondering if they called and had them come out.
Oh, like when they're Destiny Death thing?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah!
ask the protesters how long this is going to go on.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a hole right over here.
No one said anything to me about staying here.
Tying, okay? Tying my bag.
These over here want Jay to be arrested.
Huh?
These over here want Jay to be arrested.
The police?
They want Jay to be arrested.
Oh, they're not going to get it.
That's what they were saying.
Who was?
Get it!
Really?
Yeah.
What were they saying about me?
I know, but that's why Allie Cummings was telling you it was against federal.
Justice for Michael! Justice for Michael!
Jay was telling them he's going to walk down this side, go across the street, and walk back up that side. And they was like, if you do, we're going to do something that we don't want to do, and that's arrest you. And I'm like, then Jay said, I'm going to walk over here to this little patch and just keep walking in a circle. I said, you can do that, but you can't stand still.
It just happened.
It's fine. I'm listening to you on her earpiece.
Oh. Could y'all hear what was being said by the police over there?
I couldn't because she wasn't down here.
Oh.
I was standing there by myself. So I have to go back and listen to it on your, when you were playing it.
Come on!
Jay is talking to News 13, explaining what happened last week.
That's the whole story. Nice to meet you, Hannah.
I was on the phone with him at 2:30 this morning.
Oh, really?
3 o'clock.
Got a card?
He called me at 12:30 the other night. I'm like, Nope. I'm not answering. I'm not answering.
I know.
I'm not answering that time of morning. No, I'm not doing it.
He stays up all freaking night.
Well, I don't know if he's been diagnosed with it, but he has ADHD.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I am, and I take medicine for it. And there's no way he's not, because that's the way I am. Just wide open, 480 miles an hour in a 10-mile-an-hour zone.
Yeah, he needs to get on some medication. That's what I said in the comments the other night. I said, Jay's a good guy. He just talks a lot.
Yeah, that's not him talking though. It's the
like,
illness. It's the illness.
They're having church with no preachers. They're both gone.
They have the party in there. That guy in the red car.
Yeah,
guy in
the Dodge
burgundy.
Charger.
Yeah, the burgundy car is the preacher.
The one with the smack blacked out tinted windows all the way around and the windshield.
They said that he's been helping out when the Solid Rock made that announcement.
I wonder why JP left.
I don't know, but Randall normally goes that way to his church. Randall went that way and JP followed them. So I'm not sure where they went.
You hold this one. Don't bend it.
I noticed when you pulled up and the speak, because it was playing at like 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
A sermon. Then they did like a worship song. And by the time he got here, it wasn't playing anymore. So he went back over there and started, I guess, a new one or whatever, playing the same stuff.
Yeah, I see the iPad plugged into it at the top.
Yeah.
Make a hole. Spikes. Wouldn't it be nice if you could use that sidewalk over there? You should complain to the city of Myrtle Beach.
False alarm, false alarm.
Never mind, y'all. I would call the non-emergency number and complain.
They did have a recording on it earlier. The non-emergency number saying that they already have police out here.
Yeah. I haven't, but I wanted to let you know that all these people are going to be arrested because you went over there.
Oh, of course they did.
Hey!
Not today.
Talking to.
Yeah, let them. They're all just, you know, that's the problem. They're Jakey's side.
She was like annoyed, and then she gave us a thumbs up.
Yes, sir. What can we do?
So, you have to ask everybody that's in the roadway here. You got to be off. You can't block the driveway, entrance or exit. You got to be up on.
Which means I can't use my stool. Oh no, I'll put it right there.
I know, I didn't bring my fan today for you. I forgot it.
I got an umbrella from someone one day and they left. I was standing out here going, I don't know who gave me something.
Myrtle Beach is definitely showing one side.
They've been
What side they've been on?
men.
Can I see you later? You leaving? Yeah, I got a Frank's birthday thing. Go have lunch. All right. We'll see you this week, I'm sure.
We're going to sit back here in the shade out of the roadway. The city of Myrtle Beach does not want us on a wait, this is a private sidewalk. I mean, private drive. He can't. Yeah, he can't ask people to get off the private drive. The only way he can do that is if they ask them to police this driveway. That's the only way they can do it. It's private. It's not public.
Well, I don't know. They change their mind every week.
Can we
see this beautiful sign?
Cyrus! Oh, wow. You and Jim Jones, come here.
Jim Jones, don't say those two words together.
Mr. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid Man! Hey, Kool-Aid Man!
All right, I'm going to ask the officer. I can't stand it no more. I got to know.
Justice for Micah!
But the skirt marks that was laid a couple days ago.
I didn't know anything about that. But in general, that's a question I'll have to relay up. I don't have an answer at this particular second of time. I don't know if I get an answer right back immediately. But they have not, that has not been brought to any attention as far as what their property is versus coming out here to the sidewalk.
And
It's
as
something
far
I'll
as
ask.
impeding our right to protest in front of the establishment that we're actually protesting and not the college. And that's my concern, is that with nothing on this side, when people come by, I don't want them to think that the college has done anything. It's for that.
I know some of those issues were addressed. They were addressed with a few people. The lieutenant, he's addressed that.
Do y'all have
sent
ACLU
information
training
up.
involved there for your, or somebody that knows the ACLU?
Yeah, training and stuff like that. As far as specific training,
Yeah, well, I just-
there's various trainings that are always going on.
Paid off.
As far as how this affects Georgetown,
Usually paid
I
for
don't have an answer for you.
JP.
Try to get an answer for that. The only thing I need for right now is just for everybody. I don't mind you guys being like right here on the edge, but I can't have you guys actually in the roadway because it's basically blocking an entrance.
So who do I
Okay,
contact
or
if
an
I
exit.
feel like our rights have been violated with this here?
Well,
Is there somebody in
I know
the
that Ms.
department?
Tina that was here
Yeah.
was
I'm
going to take
separate
some
from her,
was going to take some information up to our boss.
Okay.
Or talk to our boss who's here, Lieutenant Fullwood, the gentleman we saw out here that kind of talked to you guys earlier. She took some information. She was going up to the PD. I don't know what she's doing at the PD.
Yeah, that's-
but that issues were addressed. Part of that issue
Sidewalk is public.
Talking
Justice for
sidewalk issue here.
Micah!
All I can tell you is, from my instructions, it's been
Justice
set
for
up for
Micah!
public safety. Okay?
Yeah, I've talked to him.
I don't have a answer as to the overall reasons behind that decision. That's somebody way higher than my position.
I'm sorry I'm on your nerves.
No,
I
it's
just
okay.
really have
But
questions. So.
if you have a issue that you feel you want to bring grievance to, whether I do it or if you want to talk to directly.
Yeah, good morning. God bless you.
I'm happy to
asking what city meeting. It's just his boss has told them that they were putting it out there and they had to enforce it.
I can address it, or I'll have them come talk to you, or you're more than welcome to walk over and talk to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know what the minimum size sign is? 3 foot by 3 foot. I'm working construction. That wouldn't qualify. If we were shutting down a sidewalk for construction.
The signs that you have posted on there.
I said if we were working construction, that wouldn't qualify as a closure.
That's my boy right there. Yeah. He just called out the city of Myrtle Beach because their signs supposed to be a minimum of 3 foot by 3 foot on there, and they're just printed on pieces of paper. There goes Water Boy. I guess that's what they're calling him. Here comes Suit Dude. I can't see his socks from here, but he got some nice shoes on. Hey, he's always got some nice Italian shoes and some fancy socks on every time I see him. He's my hero.
I think we're all invited for hamburgers at Myrtle Beach State Park. The church is grilling.
Love this crowd over here.
All right. Can we go?
That's what I said. I like hamburgers.
Are they really doing it?
Yeah.
When? Hey, babe, we're going to Myrtle Beach State Park today. We're going to grill out. Everyone is invited.
I got a few.
Not to our grill, not to our cookout, just to come out to the Myrtle Beach State Park.
There you go.
Justice for Micah! Justice for
To Wilson. I don't know who Wilson is.
Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah!
I don't know who that is, babe. Here comes Suit Dude. I want to see. Does he got any fancy socks on?
Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah!
You guys should take everyone down to the beach where
I don't know. Oh, he's. I don't know if he attends here or not. I don't know if he still attends here. No one's ever pointed him out to me. Here comes fancy socks and shoes. Well, I can't see his socks though. I cannot see his socks. I'm upset. Those shoes. Oh, he always got the shoes on. They're on point. And he normally has some nice socks, but I couldn't see the socks this time. I know. Okay, let me back up here.
You got some Kool-Aid, sir! Sir, you look like you just drank some Kool-Aid. You're laughing. Drink the Kool-Aid!
That's right.
Looks like you just drank some Kool-Aid.
And I said, what if you got some flat on, some black and red Nike? And I'm like, that's going to be my
All right, so we're going to back up and so you can see how many protesters are out here. And they got the city of Myrtle Beach out here directing traffic. We got Jay across the street walking around. I'm sorry, I love him to death. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh. He's crazy. He's so funny. They take camera duty away from you? They take camera duty away from you? That's messed up, man.
I know, it is. But enough time to get away from it.
Y'all can do whatever you want, but no insults, please. No insults.
So we've got a crowd out here today. The church is letting out. So if you Google his name, his address, it pops up right up. So,
I took a picture of your house too, but I didn't know which one you were.
Sorry, I had to step away to speak to one of the protesters. crowd of protesters out here today. Most we've had in a while. It's the most protesters we've had out here in a long while. How's it going, man? Thank you all for passing those out.
You're welcome.
These people come out with their own money and bought domestic violence ducks and bracelets, pins, their own money, and passed them out to everybody out here. Baby going with me out to the state park today. Spidey was here earlier. Spidey was here earlier and he stayed maybe 30 minutes. And when it became 10 o'clock, him and Randall left. So they were no longer here after that, and neither one of them have been back here. Randall normally comes out and turns that direction when he comes out, but this time he turned this way and JP followed right behind him. So I don't know where he went. I'm not sure. And the new 13 is leaving, or she's going over to the police. Not sure. Just to reiterate to you all, I am not a protester. I am media out here covering the events.
My husband's lucky. I won't be able to talk to him later.
We're all going out there later. Babe, how long has it been since you've been out at State Park? You can find all kinds of shark's teeth out there. It's the largest crowd we've had out here in a while, or they have had out here in a while. Sorry, let me correct that. That we have covered in a while. What?
I just hit her in the face with my sign.
Is she okay? I'm calling the 911. What's the number? Yeah, where's my Gatorade? He said he's gonna do his run.
2 waters, a Gatorade? You want anything?
I asked you not to talk to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget. I'm sorry.
I know, you forget a lot.
I'm sorry. I really do.
Yep.
Yes, that was the alley. Why is this pointing so high up? What in the world?
Justice for Michael!
I'm trying to keep everybody in the center of the frame. The only person so far that's in leadership of the church that I've seen has not left is the gentleman that's been giving the sermons. But this is the club we got. Starting here.
There's no more Gatorade.
I don't need the water.
Here.
I don't need. I've got water. Well, I'll take it. So the Myrtle Beach City Police are out here directing traffic to let the people out. Then on this side, we have more protesters over here. How's it going, man?
Okay, how about you?
I got court tomorrow.
For what?
John Paul Miller is taking out a restraining order against me.
For what?
For, says I'm stalking him and harassing him.
How does he define harassment?
The law does not define the harassment the way he has it worded in the suit. He's referenced 3 different videos that I posted, and all of the videos prove totally opposite of what he was saying. So I have an attorney. The attorney thinks that possibly JP could be charged with filing for lying on an affidavit, and so hopefully that's what happens.
Where is it going to be?
The city of Myrtle Beach court. Yeah, it's you know where the DMV is? Straight across the street where you go in and pay your taxes on your cars. In that building there.
But it's not in the police.
No, that's traffic court down there. That's only traffic court. So this one is 8 a.m. tomorrow morning at that courthouse over there.
Yeah, so I'd be there, but I can't. I've got to take my brother-in-law to the airport. So, what was the deal last week? Was Jay provocateur?
Well, I wasn't here right when it happened. I was here right after that, but I watched several videos. Yes, Jay thought he was just stopping right there and hollering for the police to come over there, but he kept coming. Yeah, he did get out in front of JP. He did get out in front of him. And JP elbow checked him to get out of his way. And then he just kept jumping in front of him more and more and more. And then he shoved him to get out of his way, which, you know, shouldn't be putting your hands on anybody. Your life wasn't threatened. But the police department's saying that from what they sent to one of my followers, saying that they have done their investigation, they're not going to press charges against him. But that incident is actually in a protection order that John Paul Miller is taking out against Jay. So he's got court on the 21st. Well, are you recording? Yeah. Here, I can hit mute. Y'all, I'm going mute for just 1 second. All right, I'm putting this back on the protesters, y'all. You want to walk? Go that way. Those people look at it as, oh look, he prices it. So subliminally, that's what's happening. We're saying JP is back. So y'all are saying JP's back, but that's not his truck. That's a Toyota. That's a Toyota pickup parked back here. That's not JP's. We're going to walk you all. We're just going to walk the circumference of the church. There's So y'all check out the fencing. You'll see the fence around. It's got the sidewalks blocked up. They blocked up the sidewalks to keep people from walking in front of the church, but in turn they are stopping access for people in wheelchairs, people pushing strollers, all that stuff. So they don't have access to either side of this road here. They have to cross the street. They have to cross the street. Trying to find out what's going on. I'm trying to walk across. And you can see they blocked off the sidewalks. For construction and stuff like this, they're telling me these signs are supposed to be 3 foot by 3 foot, and they're not. The sign's supposed to be 3 foot by 3 foot, and they're just printed out on 8-inch by 11-inch paper, which I think is kind of strange. I don't know, I just think it's a little strange. But the fencing goes from there all the way down back here.
Number one, you're lagging hella bad over there. Number two, JP is at the state park doing baptisms.
Then why are you telling me he's over here?
Because I think people thought that was his truck.
Oh, all right.
That Andre who knows everything said go to the state park, but I don't know if you trust her or not. But
I do. All right, I love you. Man, I'm trying to be. I'm hoping that everything goes my way tomorrow.
Yeah, I wish I could feed there.
I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Hey, babe. I'm coming to pick you up. Be ready when I get there. They're pulling all the signs. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Shoni. Huh? I'm getting ready to go. Yeah, I'll give you something.
How'd it go? It good. It went.
Huh? Yeah. No. Where do we stay? I know everything. I'm media. I know everything. Yes. They've already said. Yeah, I'm on my way to pick you up. You ready? All right, well, be good. I love you, bye. What? Oh, right down the road. That's why I was in Huh? All right, everybody, we're going to get off here. Protest is over with. Sorry guys, I'm back. No green screen, no stay on. Hey, boy. Thank you, sir.
You got a big day tomorrow?
Yeah, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Everybody's welcome to come out. Huh?
Any problems you got?
No. My attorney thinks that it's going to go totally opposite of what they think it's going to go because of all of my evidence. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping. If it doesn't go that way, it will show that there's corruption for sure. And don't think I won't bring it up. Corruption for sure. And don't think I won't bring it up. All right, everybody. Ooh, we hit the goal for the day. Thank you all. Stay tuned. Courtney and I are going to go on a little field trip today. I asked her earlier this morning. She wanted to go out. So we are headed out. We don't want to show all these tag numbers. So we are going to get off here for right now, and we will see you all later on.